drishti of soul consciousness. I create the attitude by reminding myself of the purity of my eternal stage and original stage, completely pure. And I look at everyone and before speaking, I say in my mind that I'm talking to the soul, one who is eternally pure. So I, as a pure soul, share my drishti with other internally pure soul. And from this purity in attitude, there is very loveful vision towards each other. The feelings of belonging, feelings of appreciation, holding to my own entity and allowing everyone to hold to their own entity. I create a lovely and angelic relationships. Look at everyone as an angel. This drishti of purity not only helps me, but it becomes power and creates pure feelings for each other. So now we practice be in your eternal stage of purity. And with this attitude of purity, share drishti with another angel like you to create very, very lovely feelings for each other. Now we take drishti from Baba to experience angelic stage.
बाबा से पूछते हैं तो बाबा हम यहाँ भिन्न भिन्न देशों में फॉरेन में क्यों जन्म लिया, डबल फॉरेनर्स क्यों बने? तो बाबा ने जवाब दिया था, तो देखो विश्व कल्याणकारी हमारा ऑक्यूपेशन है। अगर आपसे कोई पूछे आपका ब्राह्मण जीवन का ऑक्यूपेशन क्या है, तो क्या जवाब देंगे? विश्व कल्याण। विश्व कल्याण ही है और विश्व कल्याण करना ही हमारा ऑक्यूपेशन है। तो विश्व कल्याण करना है तो आप सोचो, जब हम मधुबन से निकले हैं पहले पहले के स्थापना में, तो हम लोग तो भिन्न भिन्न देशों की भाषा जानते नहीं थे। अभी आप अमेरिका में जाओ उसकी भाषा अपनी, ब्राज़ील में जाओ तो भी अलग, लंदन में जाओ, हर एक देश की भाषा अपनी। अगर हम लोग इतनी भाषाएं बैठ के सीखते तो सेवा कैसे होती विश्व की? इसीलिए आपको ये रूप धारण करके वहाँ जन्म दिया है, तो आप वहाँ की भाषा जानते हो ना। इसीलिए सहज सेवा हो सके विश्व की, इसीलिए बाबा ने आपको वहाँ जन्म दिया है सेवा के लिए। इसीलिए सेवा स्थान आपका वो है, लेकिन परमानेंट घर जो है हमारा सबका मधुबन है। पसंद है? ठीक है। लाइक 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 लाइक, हाँ ठीक।
Om Shanti, welcome to Vyakti Parivar. Today's gift from God. Today's day 13, sweet, subtle, silent. Now we'll be listening to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. We feel very fortunate to be with both Dadis every evening. We feel they are with us, right? Dadi Gulzar, she always had been very, very naturally silent. And naturally silence means she will think whatever is necessary, as much as necessary. Not to have extra thought, not to have, of course, there were no wasteful thoughts. Really a good gift, isn't it? Because she likes, always wanted her intellect to be with Baba. So if intellect has to be with Baba, then automatically it's the intellect now who goes into so many things. Why, what, this one, that one, it's the intellect wanders. And because intellect wanders, then mind also gets wasteful thoughts. But if I have aimed to have my intellect with Baba, that was all the time her aim, because Baba has to give her message, Baba has to use her chariot, she has to get the signals from Baba. So her aim was that let the intellect be with Baba. And because of that, the silence of mind was very natural. I think we all should also try to experiment with that. That if I want my intellect to be Baba, experience Baba, Baba's company, strength and support from Baba. So if we keep that aim and experiment, you will find that naturally there are less and less thoughts. And that is more natural silence than just observing silence by saying, today we're not speaking for half day, or some do whole weekend. But we have to integrate silence as a karma yogi. We have to integrate silence while coming in the sound also. So have that natural silence by connecting intellect with Baba is very important. As Dadi was talking about double foreigners, that when they go to Madhuban, they feel, oh, this is our family, this is our home. So then they question that, oh, why we had to be born in other countries. I remember that few of us, I was second or third to come out of India. So we always used to feel so far, right, in distance. Can't go to Madhuban. Maybe once a year, twice a year, but not like from Delhi every month you just go to Madhuban. Every week sometimes Baba will call. So I also asked this question to Baba and also to Didi Mohini. I said, why we had to go? It's so far. She said, this is service in foreign countries is the second chapter of establishment. So first was in 37, other was in early 70s. And it's very, very important. You all have to feel that we have to play this part and be there. And then she said, and Baba also said in the Murli, that since the double foreigners have come and centers in other countries have been established, Baba's name of world benefactor had practically happened. Otherwise, it would have been Bharat benefactor, right? But that's not his title. His title is world benefactor. So I felt comfortable by, in the beginning, it's like, we are so used to people, large number of students, big centers, and here you have 2, 3 sitting in the class. There is some kind of that missing it there in the beginning, quite a lot actually. But it was so good because the intellect had to be with Baba. Intellect has to be with Baba. So it was very, very intense remembrance of Baba. But also when Didi said the second chapter of establishment, and then she said, now Baba has title of world benefactor. And of course, then the families start growing. And so there were beautiful feelings. So I think we also keep this aim of having intellect with Baba and experience silence very natural as Dadi Gulzar is. Om Shanti.
बाबा ने बोला, बच्ची सी फादर फॉलो फादर। वो दिन आज का दिन भगवान के महावाक्य है, वरदान के रूप में काम किया है। सी फादर किसको ना देखो, ये आंखें बहुत अच्छी है, बड़ी खुश होती हो। सी फादर फॉलो फादर, एकदम कुछ कुछ करना नहीं है ना, कहना भी नहीं है, सोचना भी नहीं है। ये असोचता, अकर्ता, अभोक्ता, असोचता, क्या करना है? कर्तापन के भान से परे रहना है। मैंने किया है, कुछ नहीं किया, फॉलो किया है। क्या किया है? मान अपमान की इच्छा से परे, अभोक्ता। ऐसी स्थिति बनाना, ये समय और संकल्प मदद करेगा। बाबा की मदद भी तभी खींच सकते हैं, समय का वैल्यू है, संकल्प, समय, स्वयं, संयोग, सच्चाई, उसमें भी खास सच्चाई से संकल्प में कोई ऐसी बात ऐसी आई नहीं है जो मेरे, इनका संस्कार ऐसा है, यही बात बोलेगा, यही करेगा, कही सकता। मैं अकर्ता, जो बाबा को कराना है, ड्रामा एक्यूरेट है, यज्ञ रचता बाबा है, बाबा का यज्ञ है, बाबा की सेवा में करने वालों को रिटर्न बाबा दे रहा है। हमको शुभ चिंतन रहना है।
Om Shanti. Welcome to Diamond Dadi. Today is day 23rd. Father's footprints. Realize this. Now we'll be listening to Mohini Didi.
Dadi said to see Father and follow Father. And one of the quality which Dadi did take and follow from Baba was to have good wishes and pure feelings for everyone. In whole Yagya, Dadi Janki was known that she never leave good wishes and change her feelings towards anyone. I remember that everyone would know that she never gave up on anyone. So sometimes it does happen. We all have, shortcomings, and we all are making efforts for everything. Everyone is effort maker. But sometimes we say this one is like that, this one is like, this one's sanskar. As soon as we see it, so then it's, even if we say, I have good feelings, but feelings change and good wishes also. So Dadi, I think all of us have experienced that good wishes, pure feelings are kind of, giving the courage and hope in people's life. If I, kind of subtly pin down anything for anyone, for anything, I think I'm creating that little bit of disappointment, or anyone can lose self trust or hope for the future. So, but if I have good wishes and pure feelings, I will always say, move on, go forward, be enlightened, be courageous all the time, mm, not only through my thoughts, but my words will also be all the time of encouraging everyone to grow spiritually, to be a good instrument, and to perform world service, which we all together are the instruments for world service. So I must definitely say that Dari Janki was one of them. And she was able to do because there are three qualities. One very important one is love. And I have to love everyone. I love everyone, right? And when there is love, you will always think the best for that soul. And it's like blessings come from your heart. You'll be successful, you will grow, you will reach to the highest, you will reach to your stage. How many of us do that for each other? Because, yeah, someone is raising hand. That's very good. Mm, yeah, children are always last so fast, right? So it's very, very good. Always, always how to see that these, uh, our words, no? That's why I like that topic of how bhavna and language. Our intentions are good, but our words have to be to create hope, because energy in the life, not physical, spiritual, physical, mental, really comes from these blessings which we share with others. It's not we give blessings to anyone, but when you are saying these words, other soul will feel very blessed. So love, just imagine, Baba loves us. How many times he says, sweet, sweet children. Baba loves us. So in love, the words which Baba used, because even if I have love in my heart, but if I do not express through the words, it's not I have to keep saying I love you, right? But the vibrations of love. And everyone will say, of course I have love. For that is why another quality with love is very important is peace. And for my own peace, complete peace, how quickly I can transform my thoughts and immediately change into what way I will say something. Sometimes you say right things, but not in a right, proper way. So for me, my lot of effort goes in, and I learn from Dadi that I process. Yes, I have to say, but what way? So that soul is not disappointed. No soul feel hurt, or I cause sorrow to anyone through words. So Dadi's pure feelings uh, were very much into anything happen. She's observing big conflict. She's observing sanskars, right? But she doesn't take it in. So she stays peaceful. And the third quality is then because she hasn't taken, her heart is very clean. Because if I am hurt, It does happen, no? If I am hurt, that sorrow which is there, then, there is something which is like, even a little straw goes in my finger. You say nothing, but it will hurt. And if I don't remove that little thorn, it will become infection. It could be, then I have to go for big surgery. So anything which has touched the heart and has caused sorrow, that thorn has to be removed. And Dadi is describing that as keeping your heart clean in the sense of that any sorrow which you have taken, maybe someone who is doing it is not realizing, but because I got sorrow, I am hurt. But how do I remove that? How do I heal that immediately? So one of the important thing, we will have to be very strong, and that is, I am not going to take sorrow, whatever. So that my heart remains very clean. My heart remains very light. Because when there is a thorn of sorrow inside, then it's not possible to continue to have good wishes and pure feelings. It might be there deeply, because we all are Baba's children. We all have love, but it won't emerge. It only emerges in the right way if my heart is healed. I don't have any sorrow or any kind of feeling that, I was humiliated or I was, disgraced or whatever. So it's the actions of souls, scenes of drama, but we all have to always remember that and check, do I have any little thorn? So one who gives sorrow is a big mistake, but also Dadi Janki is saying one who takes sorrow also is a mistake. It took time for me to understand, but I know that in not taking sorrow is my benefit. And then because if any hurt or there, somewhere, someday in your attitude, you will have same response. So I have picked that now. I have taken sorrow, it is in me now. So I stay in that sadness or with that thorn pricking, but also one day I will also say something which will hurt other because I am hurt. So you cannot have good wishes and pure feelings. That's what Dadi explains us very clearly why it is important for me to have love, to have peace, and to have very clean heart. And for clean heart, she is explaining no hurt. It's not negative thoughts, but any kind of, deeply within something is left. Everyone, I think, has to check what is left in me. That all has to be removed, all has to be healed, everything has to be clean so that I am peaceful, I am loveful. But if there is something in the heart, I cannot be loveful, I cannot be peaceful. That means I cannot give good wishes and have pure feelings. And if I have to be world benefactor, then it is important that we follow that. So we will look at what Dari is saying, what Dari Janki's life will be, and then I share a little more.
Om Shanti. So now we'll get to our point from Manan Chintan, the art of churning. And Didi will share afterwards. So would like to invite Sister Shireen for that.
Shanti, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. It was so beautiful to see both Dadis. We are so fortunate to spend this time together with Mohini Didi and Dadis. It's just so wonderful. I was actually missing the book message today. I was going through the 12 days of book messages, and I couldn't believe how Mohini Didi got a different book message every day, and every day was so deep and so powerful. Anyway, we have a lot of things today that we can unpack. Looking at both Dadis, the thought that came to me was that they have a loving closeness and a sweet connection with Baba. And so these are the 10 steps for loving closeness and sweet connection with Baba. From Dadi Gulzar's sharing, she was asking, if someone asked you what your occupation is, you have to tell them it's, is to bring benefit to the world. And so I was thinking of this thing, Baba's business is my business. I have to make what is Baba's business my business. And Mohini Didi was sharing that Baba said in the Murli that Baba is a world benefactor, and that has become practical. And so I have to be a world benefactor because Baba is a world benefactor. And so when I make Baba's business my business, then there is that loving closeness and sweet connection with Baba. The second one was how Dadi, we all saw, those who have met Dadi Gulzar could clearly see that Dadi didn't have any extra thoughts. It was just very, she really made sure that she didn't think anything unnecessary, only that was necessary. She only thought what was necessary. And so to really be able to do that, to only think things that are necessary. And it was very naturally, she was very naturally silent. And so that is another second one on loving closeness and sweet connection with Baba. The third one is to really take strength and support from Baba. And the silence should be so natural that we are naturally taking strength and support from Baba. And the fourth one is, I really liked what Mohini Didi was sharing about integrating our silence with karma yoga. It's not that we go into silence separately for a day, which I used to do a lot, but not to do that necessarily, but to really integrate it in karma yoga. And then the fifth one is from Dadi Janki's sharing, is to see Father and follow Father, and don't see anyone else. So all three are important. See Father is important, following Father is important, and not seeing anyone else for that loving closeness and sweet connection with Baba. And I also liked what she was sharing, that don't say anything else, don't see anything else, don't think anything else. And this unusual use of these three words, asochta, akarta, and abhokta, they are usually used for Baba, and they were titles of Baba, ajanma, sochta, akarta, abhokta. But the way she used it, especially the way she used abhokta, she said abhokta is you don't experience, that's what it means. But she said, but this, the way she used it about that you want respect or you don't, or defamation, that you don't really have, you don't take it in, is become free from wanting respect or getting upset about defamation. That is the seventh one. And then the eighth one is have value for time. It's so important to have really value for time. for time, for thoughts, for self, for honesty. So these are the things we have to value for that loving closeness and sweet connection with Baba. And the ninth one is Sister Mohini Didi was sharing how Dadi Janki was really known in the yagya for her good wishes and pure feelings. And when I saw Dadi Janki, and I felt she recognized me, but I didn't recognize. I mean, I didn't know who the Dadis were. I was very new, and it wasn't totally sinking in everything. But I went to a Jagdish Bai's class, and he really mentioned Dadi Janki by name, saying that she always has good wishes and pure feelings for everyone. So she was really known in the yagya. And I was thinking about, Hanuman. You open the chest and God is in there, Rama is in there, but anyone opens a chest, both Baba and good wishes and pure feelings should be in there. And that's the ninth one, for loving closeness and sweet connection. And the 10th one, Didi went into a very beautiful detail about this, is love. We need to have love for people. We need to, under any circumstances, be able to practice peace. And also that cleanliness in this case means we are not hurt, we are not taking any hurt, we are not giving sorrow, we are not taking sorrow. And so that's the 10th one. Thank you. Om Shanti. So tomorrow's point, peace, cleanliness, and love should deeply penetrate the soul. Due to whatever reason, whatever sorrow I have taken inside me, that is my mistake. It is not the mistake of the one who gave sorrow. Realize this. Classic Dadi Janki pose. Looking at Dadi and looking at Dadi's picture, you feel like your heart gets so full, listening to her. Both Dadis listening to her, everything. Look at that. So sweet. Om Shanti.
The one of the, I think that self-respect or kind of feel proud is if I'm able to follow Baba. And that you can see clearly on Dadi Janki's face and authority she has. She says everything with a lot of authority because she does whatever Baba says and whatever she should do. For us, it is like, looks very artificial authority because it's not I am following Baba accurately. So if we follow Baba accurately, that self-authority which comes is so visible. I know that whatever Dadi Janki will say is so much confidence. She never doubted in whether I should have said or not. She said it with authority and she feels she is right. And one of the reason is that she was able to follow Baba. So I was thinking we also, all of us, if we follow Baba and keep our stage as it should be, there will be lot of natural authority in our personality and some kind of, grace will be visible. Dari Janki looks simple but royal and because she became very strong. And one of the thing was that she never took, in the beginning, I used to know she will talk to me about certain things and time came, she says, it's okay, everything is okay. Whatever anyone did, said, it's okay. So she was not taking in. And we all have to reach to that stage where we don't take in whatever whether situations, best drama, or people and different actors. So that will be, I think, our lot of strength, and internally we will feel very, very much in that control or authority. So yes, of course, both dadis are very, very good example. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avyakti Journey Night Class. Deep love for the jewels of knowledge.
तो बाबा ने एक बारी हमारी टेस्ट किया, बाबा ने मूली चला के पूरी किया। तो कहा यहाँ तभी खच्चा पर ही बाबा बैठता था और पट्ट में बैठते थे हम। कहा यहाँ मेरे बाजू बैठ, बाबा ने क्या सुना है तुम सुनाओ। अब क्या सुनाओगे? तो फिर मैंने कहा बाबा ने ये कहा, बाबा ने ये कहा। अच्छा, इतना कहा, बाबा खुश हो गया। थोड़ा दो शब्द भी बोला ना, बाबा खुश हो गया। हिम्मत रखी ना। तो बाबा देखता था ये आज्ञाकारी है, मैं कहता हूं ना मानती है। तो सेवा में सदा आज्ञाकारी, जो सेवा इशारा मिले ना।
हेलो सदस्य चक्रधारी ब्रह्म कुलभूषणों को हम मत वनवासियों की नमस्ते।
पहले क्या पाठ तो कोई बच्चे हैं अल्लाह के पुण्य से सब गए हैं। बहुत युक्ति से दोनों से सिर्फ पूछता हूँ, तो तुम किसके संतान हो? हाँ, अभी तुम बताओ। शिव बाबा के। अच्छा, तो तुम बताओ। शिव बाबा के दो माँ बाप। मैं एक बात पूछता हूँ है क्या कि तुम शिव बाबा का पहले कह नहीं सकती हो? ये थोड़ा नानी पड़ा हुआ ब्रह्मा तुम्हारा शिव का कह देते हो ना, तो बोलने का तुमको इस तरह में कहते हो ब्रह्मा कुमारी है, तो तुम कह देते हो ईश्वर के संतान है। ये कैसे हो सकते हैं? स्वदर्शन चक्रधारी आप कुमारी कहते हो, तो फिर तुमको शिव बाबा का ठीक है घूमते रहते हैं। तो ब्रह्म कुमारी फिर पूछेंगे ब्रह्मा किसका बच्चा, तो फिर कह सकते हो शिव का। तो शिव बाबा का जैसे तुम पोते हो गए, तो वो तो आप ही बताएंगे नहीं कि ब्रह्मा किसका बच्चा है, तो सब समझ जाएंगे कि ये पोतियां है सब और ब्रह्मा के संतान है। अब ये तो बच्चों को निश्चय है कि ब्रह्मा कुमारी है और शिव बाबा के पोते और पोते, ये बच्चे भी है, परंतु तो है जब प्राप्ति शिव बाबा की, तो बात एक ही हो जाती है कि वो वैसा ही है दादे का, ब्रह्मा का कोई वैसा है नहीं। ये बुद्धि में नहीं बैठती है बच्चों को। जब तक कि तुम पब्लिक भाषण करती हो, पब्लिक भाषण में भी ऐसे ही समझाना चाहिए कि देखो ब्रह्मा कुमार कुमार तो बहुत है, वो वर्षा ले रहे हैं, तुम क्यों बुक्स भरते हो? तुम भी वर्षा ले लो, तकलीफ नहीं देते हैं बहुत के सवाल मेरा करके कमल फूल के समान बहुत हो, बाप को याद करो, वर्ष को याद करो, बस। कोई तकलीफ से जाती है नहीं, कोई भी तकलीफ नहीं है, क्योंकि पीछे पाप तो नहीं कर रहा है, पावन बन रहा है तो पाप तो आई, फिर उन्हें एडिशन तो नहीं करना चाहिए। नहीं, एडिशन करेगा तो 100 एडिशन हो जाती है। जब बाप के बने हो तो बाप का नाम भगवान करते हो तो बड़ा दंड पड़ जाते हैं। अच्छा, टाइम तो हुआ मिलना है क्या अभी किसे? कौन सा? वो जो कलकत्ते में लगता है नहीं, सागर का और ब्रह्मपुत्र का। बड़े से बड़ी नदी भी है और सागर भी है, और उनका नाम भी गया अंग्रेजी में लिखा हुआ है डायमंड हार्बर, यानी हीरे का वो पोत क्या कहते हैं, बंदरगाह, हीरे की बंदरगाह। क्योंकि है सच्चा सच्चा जो कुंभ का मेला लगा जाते हैं, ये नदियों और सागर का, और ब्रह्मपुत्र और वो सागर, वो यहाँ भी ऐसे है नहीं, ब्रह्मा और सागर, तो ब्रह्मपुत्र हुआ नहीं सागर का, तो ये मेला सबसे अच्छा। बाकी जो मेला है सो तो नदियों का लगता ही रहता है, बहुत आपस में लगता है ना बच्चे, इसका है बड़ा मेला। जो ये आई हो अभी किसके पास आई हो, सागर के पास सब नदियां आए, नदियां गो कैलाश को बड़े बड़े तो बहुत लगते हैं। भारत में लाखों मनुष्य इकट्ठे होते हैं, और वो है मत्था पटकाने का, गिरने का, ये मेला है चौथी कला का। तो जो कल्याणकारी मेला हो वहाँ तो जल्दी आना चाहिए, फिर रिफ्रेश होना है, फिर जाके वर्तना है, आना है, फिर जाके वर्ता करनी है। इस ख्याल से आए कर करके पैंट लेकर के बाप से रिफ्रेश होकर फिर जाके बहुतों को रिफ्रेश कर रहे हैं। बाबा ऐसे को मना नहीं करेंगे, और अब मालूम भी पड़ेंगे कि ये बादल बड़ा अच्छा है, बरस करके फिर आते हैं पैंट लेने के लिए, अपना मुख राजे कराने, फिर जाते हैं वर्षा के लिए। मीठे मीठे बादल है, बाबा को बहुत अच्छे, मीठे अति मीठे सिक्की लदे ज्ञान सितारों फिरते, चोरी कौन से ज्ञान सितारे, लकी ज्ञान सितारे, क्योंकि बाप से भी वर्षा ऊंचे पाते हैं। ज्ञान सितारों फिरते, माता पिता बाप दादा का यादगार और गुड नाइट।
सत्य बाप और सतयुग को याद सदा ही रखना, सत्य बाप और सतयुग को याद सदा ही रखना। ब्रह्मा वत्सो नई दुनिया का नव निर्माण है करना, दैवी ताज तख्त तुम लेना, दैवी ताज तख्त तुम लेना, बन के तिलकधारी शिव पिता ने दी है तुमको, शिव पिता ने दी है तुमको श्रीमत कितनी प्यारी, श्रीमत कितनी प्यारी। मीठे बच्चों प्यारे बच्चों, ज्ञान की राह है न्यारी।
Now, of course, bhogs are done, but Toli is not done. Whole month we're supposed to get the Toli, right? So let's see which Toli we have for today.
When you go to Madhuban, then on the festivals like Shivratri and Diwali, you see a very big cake on the stage in front of Aved Babdada, very big cake. Actually, they do it like if it's 80th, then 82nd, so 87, 80 kilo. But that cake is not a flour. That cake is only of nuts, pistachio, almonds, and mostly it is that. And it can last lot longer. And so we also here had been making that kind of cake. So today is totally like that. It's a cake, but it's cake from the nuts. You make little syrup and blend in this, you can have crushed, nuts, and then you mix it. I think little butter they put it too. If you don't want to put, that should be fine. So this is the cake which they gave in Madhuban. Really, really very tasty. It has smell of saffron and cardamom. So accept everyone. This cake is from Madhuban. You accept it. Okay. Om Shanti.